Hi everyone, before we talk about machine learning, let's talk about our daily life. When Netflix recommend a movie, that is machine learning. When Amazon shows people also bought this, that is machine learning. When your bank blocks a transaction, that is machine learning. When Google predicts traffic, that is also called machine learning. So ML is not a future technology. ML is already working silently in the background. And today I will tell you how you can build this system and become ML engineer in 2026. Machine learning engineer is someone who takes raw data, train machine learning models, convert them into real system and deploy them so user can use them. So I will explain this in a very simple word. You may say like a data scientist asks, does this model works? So the machine learning engineer asks, can this model run reliably for millions of users? That is the big difference, right? So, a very important truth is I wanted to be very honest with you. Same as AI engineer, machine learning is also not just a shortcut to do the quick money. It is also not something you can, like learn in 7 days, 8 days. You really need to be patient, consistent, because in this world of AI and machine learning, things are upgrading. You need to learn so many new things. So you have to be very open as a learner. This is the tip which I will give you. In a few months, you will see the real growth. But if you are looking for overnight success, this field is not for you. I really want to be very serious. So let's start the roadmap. Every machine learning engineer starts with Python. Python is a language you use to talk to data. At first, you write very simple things like variable, loop, if else function. Then you read a CSV file, you calculate average values, you filter rows. This may feel boring, but to be very honest, this is power. Along with Python, also every data engineer, every machine learning engineer must need to learn Git and GitHub, because in real job code is reviewed, code is shared, code is revised. If you skip this step, you are going to struggle a lot, maybe later or maybe on your earlier stage. Then also math is going to be step 2. You don't need PhD level math for this. You just need to understand, like you must need to understand the concept of vectors, metrics, concept of probabilities. Linear algebra tells the model how data is shaped. Statics tells the model how uncertain the world is. Mathematics tells the model how uncertain the world is. For example, like a fraud models never say yes or no. It says this looks 80% risky. That is called, like math working quietly. So that's where the math work quietly. Again, the third step is data. There is where many people quit. Data is messy. Some values are missing, some are wrong, some don't make sense, but this is where machine learning engineers shine. You must need to learn pandas, NumPy, data cleaning, feature creation before predicting, like anything or the price of the house or the rent of the house. You must need to clean some terms like area, the location. Bad data is going to be the bad model because you're going to train the model. So most real ML jobs are data works, not fancy algorithms. They are mostly work on the very messy data. Fourth step is machine learning code. Now the fun begins. You teach machines to learn patterns. There are three main types. First is supervised learning, second is unsupervised learning, and third is reinforcement learning. As ML engineer, you mostly use regression, classification, tree-based models. Libraries like scikit-learn become your daily tool. Then the 5 step is going to be feature engineering. Here is a secret. Good model don't win. Good features win. Feature engineering means choosing the right input, removing leakage, scaling correctly. Using future data by mistake gives high accuracy but fails in production. A strong ML engineer knows how to avoid this. This is what separates begins from this is where you can literally separate the beginners from the professionals. So you really need to work more on feature engineering if you really wanted to become a good ML engineer. Then sixth part is going to be development part, where you will develop a model inside. So a model inside a notebook has zero values. So you learn Fast API or Flask. You learn REST APIs. You have to learn Docker. Now your model become a service. User send data, model predict, response, and return. This is called production of ML engineer. This is why companies hire machine learning engineers. Seventh step is going to be machine learning, operation, and reliability. Real systems don't stop after deployment. Models like drift, slow down, fail. So you learn ML flows for experiments. You need to learn logging. You need to learn monitoring. Your you also track accuracy, latency, data changes. This is called engineering mindset. This is how ML work at scale. Of course, the eighth step is going to be projects. Feeling confident, you must need to create projects. You don't need certification, you don't need courses, but yes, project is the main thing which can crack the job. So you need at least 3 or 4 strong project, one classic ML project, one the complete pipeline project, one deployment of API project. For example, I will give you the example, like you will go with the fraud detection recommendation system. You can also upload all your projects on the GitHub. You also need to add README files to show the results. So for summarizing this video, I must say for the whole journey, you need to learn Python, basic maths, data handling, machine learning, feature engineering, development, machine learning, operations, projects. This journey, this is the journey. So this is the roadmap for becoming machine learning engineer. If you want in the next video the complete 6 month study plan with the real interview questions, project ideas that get the jobs, you can write the comments and I will share all the details. Until then, keep learning, keep building, and keep going. Um, and stay consistent. See you in the next video. Thank you so much for stay connected till the end. Bye bye.